What is up, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? I am of course the Joker, and today I am bringing you another Wacky Wednesday deck profile. So if you're new to the channel and don't know that I've actually started doing this, pretty much what the whole thing of today is, I combine two decks together, or I just come up with the most insane idea for a deck, and I just have to show you guys because it's really fun to do. And one of my all-time favorite decks to mix up is always Toons, so that's why I'm coming at you again with another Toon-related deck, but this time it's Toon Pendulums, with using the Performapals. So I really hope you guys like it, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. So for the monster lineup, we've got to be running that triple Joker. Now sadly, I only have the one Joker. I am trying to get the other two, so I have to proxy them for the time being. I pretty much came up with this deck profile late last night. I was thinking for a really long time about making this deck, but I only really put it together late last night, and I was like, damn it, I thought I had three Jokers. I've only got the one. I just can't find the other two. I don't know where they are. But I mean, I'm still going to try and pick up a playset of Jokers because, of course, I am the Joker and, I just have to get a playset of these. But, it's the Searcher and it's just absolutely great. Then I'm also running that triple Pendulum Sorcerer. Once again, it's another Searcher. It gives us the power boost, the double Guitar Tool, as well as the double Lizard Draw for that draw power. And then for my last Pendulum monster that is also Performapal, I'm running the double Performapal Power Retro, because, it can change its scale, which is not too bad. And, that's pretty good if it's going with Sorcerer and, Power Retro. And that's pretty much the thing I would be doing half the time, either Power Retro and go into Lizard Draw, get that draw power, and just special out some of the lower level 4s, which I do have a lot of in this deck. That's it for the actual Pendulum lineup, and it works pretty decent as a casual fun deck, and that's what I want to accomplish with this kind of build, just to make it really fun and really enjoyable, because that's what I love doing for these Wacky Wednesday deck profiles. If you guys have a really insane idea for two decks that should be mashed together, comment down below and maybe I'll be able to do it. Come up with an even insaner idea than the stuff I've been able to come up with up to date. Then moving on from there, of course, we've got the Toon engine, pretty much the Toon lineup of the triple Blackstone of Legend, the double Red Eyes Toon Dragon, which is brought out with Blackstone of Legend, the double Toon Gemini Elf, and the double Mars Sorcerer, because, these are the pretty much easiest ones to bring out. You can run Toon Dark Magician if you really wanted to, but I couldn't find enough space after I was playing with this deck to actually put it in. I mean, if you don't like running Power Retro and you would prefer to go more Toon based, just take out Power Retro and you can put in a double Toon Dark Magician if that's what you really want to do. But I mean, that's actually it for the monster lineup. That's all we run. That's enough to be able to go for a lot of special summons. It does a lot of searching, and it's just really fun to play as a casual deck. But then moving on from that, for the spell lineup, and of course I'm going to be showing you the Pendulum support first, like I did with the monsters lineup. I'm running the triple Duelist Alliance for the search, and the double Pendulum Shift to just change my Pendulum scale so I can bring out the Red Eyes Toon Dragon even easier, because that's what I want to be doing a lot of the time, because it's one of the main beaters of the deck. But then moving on from that, of course, for the Toon lineup, we've got the triple Toon Kingdom, the triple Toon Table of Contents to search for Toon Kingdom, and the one Terraforming. Now, normally I'd be running triple Terraforming and triple Toon Table of Contents in a lot of my Toon decks, but you got to keep in mind that the only thing I'm really going to be searching for my Toon lineup is pretty much Toon Kingdom half the time, because that's the only Toon I really want to be going for, apart from maybe, one of the generic Toon monsters, but I can always draw into them, so that's why I'm only running the one Terraforming in this build. But I want to say this once again, as I say with a lot of my Toon decks, in case you miss any of them, if you can't afford Toon Kingdom, because I know the playset is about $100 all up together, and what I mean by that is they're $30 a piece still to this date. I don't recommend paying any more than that. It's not a meta deck, so I mean, this is purely and simply collector's purpose, really, and just for a fun deck to play. So I mean, don't go out and spend more than $100 if you really want to get Toon Kingdoms. Don't go out and spend more than $100 plus whatever postage is. I mean, maybe 120 if that includes postage and it's a playset altogether, but that's as much as I would personally pay. And I mean, as I was saying with the just Toon Kingdoms, if you don't have them or can't afford them, just put in the whole Toon world and, you know, go for that old school feel even more. I mean, you wouldn't have terraforming, you can put in Dark Hole if you really want to put that into the main deck instead. But then moving on from that, we've of course got the double field barrier to protect our Toon Kingdom. Or if you don't have Toon Kingdom, once again, this is just another filler upper. You could put in some protection for yourself. Then you've also got the 1/1/1 and the 1 Regeki. Now, if you don't have Toon Kingdom and you don't have, which means you wouldn't be running field barrier. So instead of that, you wouldn't have terraforming. So if you don't have Regeki, here's what you can do. You can put in Dark Hole and then a triple plate and then a play set of Storming Mirror Force. That's just one quick tip right there. That's if you wanted to make this deck really, really budget. But because I've got the Toon Kingdoms, I just have to be running them. I'm really sorry if you don't like seeing that. But then for the trap lineup, you know, just the Solemn Brigade is always nice. The double Solemn Strike and the 1 Solemn Warning. That's all I really run for the main deck. Now moving on to the extra deck. This is pretty much just stuff I can easily bring out. I mean, I've got that Deco Talker, the 1 Proxy, the 1 Abyss Dweller, because I've got a lot of level 4s in this deck to go for rank 4s. The 1 Silent Honorarch, the 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, the 1 Diamond Direwolf, the 1 Gaga Samurai, the double Heartland Draco, the 1 Castell, the 1 Crazy Box. Then for my rank 3s, I'm running that 1 Equipped Agonier, the 1 Fortune Tune, and the 1 Granasaurus. I mean, that's just a few options. I mean, as I said, this is pretty much just a fun deck to play. It's not meant to be meta, it's just purely and simply to be enjoyable. Now, with this side deck, I want it to be really different. I don't know if you guys are going to like this way of me doing a side deck a little bit more, or if you want me to stick to just the 15 cards, but, you know, I want to do something a lot different than a lot of other people that do deck profiles. So I want to be showing you guys not just the side deck cards that you can potentially run, but some other options as well. So for your hand traps, you can run Maxi, double Ghost Ogre. Now, if you've got Ash Blossom, if you've got Droll and Lockbird, if you've got Ghost Reaper, and because this is an extra deck that, you know, you can play around with quite a lot, you can run them if you really wanted. You know, probably a main is probably the triple Cosmic Cyclone or just double Twin Twisters or triple MST, because, you know, you always want to be getting rid of that back row. If you're not already running that Dark Hole in your main deck, run it in your side, because that's always an option that you really want to be going for. With this deck, you know, you can always run protection, so it's triple Storming Mirror Force. And, you know, if you wanted to go outside of the Pendulum Performapal Toon, because that's why I really wanted to make this deck Performapal Toon deck, you can run that double Eccentric, and that's the only reason I'm not running this in the main deck, is because I wanted to keep this pure Performapal Toon as much as I possibly could, and really the only thing that goes outside of that, of course, is the Blackstone of the Legends. So, I mean, there's some options that you can always run, some hand traps, some back row removal, some protection for yourself, and just other options to Pendulum monsters. But then outside of that, here are some other options that you guys can always run. I mean, because of the whole burn decks that I've been making, you know I gotta hate myself for probably doing this, but I mean, here are some options you can use against the burn decks. I mean, the triple Denko Sekka, the double Royal Decree. For other hand traps, I mean, you've got that double DD Crow. This goes against Cosmos. This goes against, you know, potentially even Trickstars, depending on what they're going for. This goes against Spirals and all that. Then you can always run that Kaiju lineup if you really want to be doing that. The double exchange for those annoying hand traps that you just don't want to deal with. And to finish it off, why not run that double dimensional barrier? Because, you know, links are coming back, and I mean, this can hurt your deck. But I mean, if you use against them and they use against you, you know, you're pretty much evening out the field. But of course, that is actually it for my Performapal Toon deck profile. Comment down below what you guys think, what you guys would like to see next in the way of deck profiles. And, you know, if you really did enjoy this deck profile that is just absolutely insane, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And, you know, if there is any other tips, deck profiles, or just any Yu-Gi-Oh related content you guys want me to make in the future, you know, just comment down below, as I always say, or, you know, you can hit me up on any of those social networks I'm a part of. You know, I'm on Discord, Twitter, Twitter, or even Facebook, and all the links to all this stuff will be in the description down below, as well as some awesome channels I want to be giving shoutouts for this video. You know, we've got Dark Magician A1, he's being absolutely amazing. I'm actually trying to get him to send me a signed card, as well as Awesome James. I potentially want to get my Captain Edward on Duel Society X to also send a card. So, I mean, to all those awesome channels out there that, you know, if I don't mention you in this video, make sure that you comment down below that you're a thing, that, you know, I'm subscribed to you. If I always forget to give some a shout out, I'll comment right underneath that. I mean, I potentially want to get a folder just of every single channel I've ever subscribed to. There's a big influence to me on just, you know, the signed card from them, because that would be a really cool thing to do. I've already got one from the new Bonnie. I'm eventually getting one from Awesome James. I'm trying to get one from Dark Magician A1, as I said. So when that is really coming all together, be mindful, everyone, that I'm going to be showing you guys that. But of course, till then, until the next video, I, of course, as always, hope you guys have fun dueling, enjoy the game itself, and stay tuned for the next video. But of course, till then, that of course ends it for me, the Joker, and I'll see you next time, everybody.